So I just re-signed with the Rangers, and as you can see, it looks like I went down to AAA to start the season. So now I'm looking at the farm system and the depth chart just to see why it is that I'm back on AAA, even though I ended the season in the playoffs against the Yankees, playing well. So I'm just looking at kind of what's my competition with the Rangers organization. I mean, it's the same usual suspects on the major league team. So what I do next is I simulate up until May 1st, and I get called up to the majors. So here you can see now my card, what my stats look like. And then these are some of the guys that I was competing with on the AAA roster. Nelson Cruz is a familiar name. Jerry Harrison Jr. is a familiar name. Diaz is a familiar name. So what I'm going to do now is simulate. My first game here is going to be in Minnesota. So what I did there was I just went back to make sure you saw what happened as I simulated until I got called up. 0 for 2 so far. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm swinging at this point. 0 for 1, I got runners on the corners, 2 outs. This is a big at bat because we're barely up 6-5. And I go yard. Second pitch, first game back in the majors, gone. And it's crazy because there's that scouting report on my card, my player card, that basically says, I'm not a good hitter. And it says like I'll get maybe a half dozen, or I think it was a dozen home runs a year, something like that. And you see right there, second pitch, I'm playing with kind of like a chip on my shoulder. I was looking at the stadium too. The stadium's a weird looking kind of stadium. Obviously, backhand. This is back in 2008, this season would be. So, yeah, this stadium's kind of weird looking. And it's crazy because I hit that home run and we ended up losing 10-9. So, 4 at bats, 1 hit, which was the home run, and the 3 RBI off of that home run. So that was a real big at bat, real big sequence, but we didn't end up getting the win. And as you can see, I'm a utility player, so I play whenever. You're going to see here, like last year, when I first went up to the majors, I played a little bit more because our third base depth in the organization wasn't really that deep. So we'll see what it looks like here. I can play, might not play, might just play a few plays a game just to give someone a break, like a pinch hitter. But coming over from Japan, like I said, this is when the trend really started. Obviously, there was players coming over way earlier. I think it was like the 60s when they started coming over, and in the 90s when it became popular. But this was the first, wave where it was like normal. So that's a nice hit straight up the middle. This is when it started becoming normal. So one thing I've been looking at too is it's hard. Like the major leagues is hard, and then being 26 to come over to America, having to play in the minors is not easy. Because you've already been playing professional for a while, and it's like, why am I going to struggle in the minors when, I just came from one of the better leagues? Because that's the thing, like in America you think, baseball and the MLB is the only league. And if you follow baseball, there's the minors, but in other countries, their league is top tier to them. So it's kind of hard, like I said, being this old. Now I think he's 27. So it's tied right here. We're in the 9th. This is a very big at bat for us, top of the ninth. And I go yard again, it looks like. Yeah, that's another big hit. So 2 games. Yep, it's gone. 2 games and 2 home runs. I mean, that's how you get into the season. They put you in the AAA and say, oh, you're not that good. We have other guys, and 2 games, 2 home runs, 385 feet. And this is a dude who's not so much a powerfully built player, right? He's only 6 foot 180. He's not. And again, which is crazy, Sosa home run, Teixeira home run, and we still lost by 1. Yeah, I don't know. That's some big hits. I guess it would have been better if we had some runners on base, but I just think it's good how he's playing. Just, like I said, like a chip on your shoulder. You get demoted in a way, and first 2 games, 2 home runs. But like I said, being a utility player is kind of iffy. You might play, like as you can see right here, I haven't played in a few series. Now I'm playing here against Seattle. Hitting 375. But back to what I was saying, here's 2 outs. We got 2 runners on. This baseball thing, you gotta love it because it could take a while. And like I said, I'm back in the majors. I mean, you can't really ask for more of a storybook beginning to the second year. Is another home run. 3 games, 3 home runs. When you think about it too, being 6 foot 180 is like an average kind of build. In all reality, you're not short, but you're also kind of more muscle, more lean than anything. And here I am going against Ichiro, one of the icons of Japanese baseball. So that's really why I showed this clip. There wasn't nothing special fielding wise. So I'm 1 for 2. I already have that home run with that, the 3 RBIs that came with it. Let's see if we could finally win though, right? We're down by 1, 7th inning. 1 runner on at first. Yeah, that's a nasty pitch. I don't know. I was way ahead of it. Yeah, you gotta love baseball. Especially like you see kids that get drafted right out of high school and then they're in the minors for like 5 years. And I get it. That's another nasty pitch. But that was a bad eye by me, like what am I looking at? They just floated out and I just looked crazy. But yeah, you gotta love baseball because think about it. 18 years old, you get a check, you get to go start playing. That's a nice hit. Start living your dream in a way. But imagine they keep you in the minors for like 4 or 5 years and then you become 23, which is what most players are out of college, and now you get your chance. So I'm doing good this game, 2 for 3 so far. I got to score a run on that last appearance. And we're up 5-4. Kind of looks like another hit straight up the middle. It kind of looks like our offense is kind of kicking up. Being that I'm getting another at bat here in this game so quickly. Like that's what I really thought this player would be too, is be more of a get a hit, get on base. But these 3 straight games with 3 straight home runs, like I said, it's like you come out with like a chip on your shoulder and like you got a lot to prove. You got to prove that you belong in the big leagues. And it shows too, it's not guaranteed, right? Like he was on the team last year on a playoff run. That's an easy fielding play right there. That was pretty easy. Nothing special about that. So I'm the player of the game, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. basically proving I belong. And that's what's gonna be with this team. I'm noticing is you're gonna have to prove, and that's why I said I picked this organization too. Is that I'll have the opportunity to do so. I didn't want to be on one of the big organizations and be in Double A forever. I got lucky on that first call up that I ever got last season, that I asked for it, and then now this year, they just had me in the minors just to start. And as you can see here, they send me back down here in the middle of May. So, like I said, it's a constant, battle. And I'm going to simulate. I'm not going to sit here and play AAA games at all, to be honest. So I'm second in the division. When I go back to the team, we're already second, and I'm just going to go and simulate it. Now we're first in the division, second. I think it's the Pacific West. That's the division that we're in. And right now, as you can see, we're second. I'm just simulating it. So, simulated the end of May. These are all the emails. These are all the messages about how I've been doing. Goose egg, good wood, such and such. I was even looking to, like, my contract's not even that much money. $112,000 for the minors. Obviously, that's like a lot of money. But look, that's not the most on my team. It's not a bad contract. But when you hear like the salary stuff that's going on now with the MLB and the minor leagues, you see that 112 is a lot of money, because now they're 2023 fighting to get $30,000 a year. So I'm gonna simulate some more. I was thinking about simulating, and then I pressed the wrong button. So I'm gonna have to play this game. 289, 4 home runs, 28 RBIs. That's from my beginning of the year stats and that first month in April, and then just now. So I got 3 on, big at bat, and I just hit it, into the gap, get us 2 runs easily. And that's the thing too. I feel like me being in the minors is just like a waste of my time in terms of, like I said, I showed myself in the playoffs, and then you saw just now, first 3 games, bombs. So 1 for 3 with that single, 2 RBIs. I'm just like, you know what, man, let me simulate it, because I really don't have much to prove. You see my number change. That's the weird thing about this game that I noticed. Me being up in the majors, wearing number 8. And that one is gone. Right? Oh, dang, it went off the wall, bro. Tricked myself. I mean, he got in there, though. He looked way faster than he did in the majors when I had opportunities to get a double. Damn, I thought that was out of there, bro. Look at this. I thought it was gone. And I apologize if I'm not, right off the wall, if I don't seem like very enthusiastic. But like I said, this is year 2. So, like, I kind of have an expectation for myself now. Made it all the way around. Scored a run on that last appearance. But, yeah. We're beating them, like, bad. 10-5, 9th inning. Like, we're, destroying them. Top of the 9th. That was a nice pitch. Yeah, that was a nice pitch. One of the things I was kind of interested to see is after this game, I think what I was trying to do was simulate to the All-Star break. So I think the All-Star game is coming up very soon. So what I wanted to see is if I make it. Probably not, because I was only in AAA for that first month, and then the end of May, and then now July or June. So 0 for 2. I don't know. I would have been real crazy to swing at that. Like, I don't know. That was very slow, and like he threw it up out of the zone very slow. So yeah, I'd have been tripping if I was to swing at that. All right, my boy. Let's see what we could do right here. And that one is gone. Like I said, like, I don't have nothing to prove. You know that little baby song? I have nothing to prove. Like, I'm good. Gone. 364 feet. 20 feet less than the last one I think I had hit was 385 or 381. Obviously, player of the game, 3 for 5, home run. I mean, like I said, I pressed it on accident, so I ended up just playing it. But yeah, like, it's too easy. You saw the way he was just pitching to me. It was like, come on, bro. If I don't hit this and hit it out, I'm tripping. That's why I thought like the last two was gone, but it is what it is. 27, like I said now, so it's kind of tough, yeah, July. So I simulated the whole month of June it was. And I know I'm not going to make the All-Star game because, again, I barely played like 2 months in. We're doing real bad right there, as you can see. we lost like 4 straight. No, I'm not going to stop simulating because I'm not going to be in the game. We're top 2 in the division. And then right here, I just want to look at, obviously, the messages, stuff like that. And then I want to see if I could get called back up because, bro, like, you got me down here doing what? Kind of like wasting time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Manager's happy. And then see, look, like, I'm looking for a trade. I'm looking for everything. Like, at this point, they don't want to trade me. Because I'm saying, like, I'm over here hitting home runs, doing everything I can. Why am I in AAA? You know? Like, you look at my player card right here. Like, obviously, that's still my Major League stats. And then there's my AAA stats. 7 home runs, 304. I hit 500 in the majors. Like, what am I doing back down in AAA? And the thing about it, too, is we're in July, so we're getting close to the playoff race. And it's like, I'm sitting here doing what? You know what I mean? Trying to ask for a trade because the trade deadline's coming up. So I get called up. Like I said, like, I've learned, you know, to just ask for what you want in life. So I got called up, but let's see. All-Star game just ended. The team's in first. So, I mean, they're doing well. And I'm just going to simulate to my next appearance. The team's doing well. Obviously, first in the division. This is a trade deadline. I should have requested a trade right then, now that I'm in the majors. That would have made more sense because they're not going to trade a disgruntled AAA player, right? Would have had a little bit more leverage now that I'm looking back at it. So we're in first. Like, this whole month of August, I've been on the team. I haven't played a game. So now they sent me back down to AAA. So as you can see, right, I only play like, you know, me playing only like 3 games so far this season. And now what I'm trying to look at is where we are. So we're second with a few games, like I think a series left. So 2 games and we need both of them. And the one game we won, one game we lost, and we ended up winning the division. So now our first series is going to be against Memphis, and I'm going to simulate this. Playoffs is a little bit different. And it's going to be this first round here, best of 5, right? And then second round, and then we'll be on our way. So this series against Memphis, I'm going to simulate. We win the first 2, we win the first 3, we sweep them out, and we win that first series very easily. And I think it was like we just won the PCL West. I think that's what it's called. So now in this next, we're going to go and simulate the first 2. And then here in the third game, I'm basically going to try to close it out. Right now, I'm 375 with 5 RBI. So I'm trying to just close this out right here. Win this game, and I think we win the PCL. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if it's like a West and an East. Because in my opinion, it looks like it's just the West. I think, like, I was paying attention. So, first pitch, hit. I was paying attention to the local team to where I live now, and you win your division like how we just did. And we won easily, right? 8-3. I only got one hit, and we easily won that game. But you win your division, then you have to win. Yeah, I think like the West, and we just won the Pacific Coast League championships that easily, or championship. And like I said, I'm not going to bore you with too much AAA games. I'm going to simulate as much as possible. Really sucks that I spent that whole month of August in the majors and then got sent down. But now it's, on to the next. So we're simulating the playoffs for the big league team. I'm not even looking, not even really worried. We won 78 games, won AAA. We won our championship postseason tournament. These are the guys like Sammy Sosa finally retiring. Like the guy in the comments, he was like, man, I thought Sammy Sosa was already retired. But, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. These games are weird. So, what it is now, I get to choose a new team because it's a 1 year. And what it is now is I'm just looking at where can I play. Because I'm tired of this being sent down. And right now, to me, the Giants look like the best opportunity. That if I play well enough, I signed for $188,000. Wait, I'm tripping. I made $188,000. So what I did was I'm signing with the Giants on not even a contract. This is like a spring training invite. And so now, as you can see, I'm just putting my work in basically. And like I said, I'm never going to really show this that much, but I'm showing it because I'm taking a big step. This is a big step for me, leaving the Rangers. And I'm trying to show, the hard work that goes into being a major league player. Normally, I'm not going to show this. So, working on my hitting, that's what's going to make you money in the majors. I'm 28 now. I made $188,000 in 2 seasons. And I'm going to accept a training camp invite just because when you look at this San Francisco team, I might be the second, third baseman. I might be the first. So that training kind of helped me. And as you can see here, I'm looking like I'm going to be the starting third baseman for this San Francisco team. And there it goes, the end to another video following ARATA on his journey from Japan to the major leagues. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.